What's up, team? Good evening. Hey, Chaos.
Coach, what up?
Nice to see you, Coach Barry. What up?
Tired is all outdoors, but I'm still breathing.
Well, thank you for being on this call tonight. Appreciate it. I was just forewarning a couple of people. Thanks to the defensive call last night, tonight's call won't be so lengthy. We're gonna get straight to the money here on the offensive tip, with a quick offensive review, some of those new plays, with Playmaker X, and then cover a little bit of these defensive schemes, that was so wonderfully shared by Julie, number 52 on our team, put together a little presentation I'd like to kind of share and review with our offense tonight to kind of discuss their coverages. So I'm going to give everybody a couple more minutes to get logged on, pull up some stuff on Playmaker X while we wait, and we'll get started here in just a few minutes. All right, we're getting a few more people in here. Hope everybody's doing okay. I know a few people aren't able to join us tonight. No big deal. I think we're still recording this for those that need an offensive review later. But again, like I said, this isn't gonna be a really long call. I was hoping MD would jump on though. I know she had a few points that she wanted to make on special teams tonight. See if she's able to jump in here.
Hey, I had a question.
What's the question? What's up?
I was
Yep.
wondering,
What's up?
since this is offense call, and I'm on defense, can I just review the defense?
Absolutely. I think KT also shared the link from the call from last night. That would probably be very ideal for you to review before we start next week. So yeah, of course.
Okay,
I think
cool.
he dropped it on the active player page too.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna just go over the defense. Thank you.
All right, Una, stay safe and see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Everybody hear me okay? So just to let you know, I am at one of my high school players' graduation party. There you go. Hey, look, CJ, help me out.
We're good.
Do I need to put you as a host? I don't think so, right? You can, because I've been
I
kicked
think
out before.
I think I have the ability to share my screen.
I think so. I think if I log out, the meeting still goes. Because I've had times where I've been on this and I've been kicked out because of the storm. So you guys should be good to go, right? Because I mean the meeting's open.
Yep, we're good.
I don't want to be yelling at the screen and people. I got all my players coming up and pat me on the back of my head. So it's my best guy. He's having his graduation party. He's actually had at a sports complex. I mean, instead of doing your traditional burgers and hot dogs, he's doing monstracholi and 7-on-7 flag football. So I was almost this close to putting the cleats on, y'all, but as I told CJ earlier, I think my insurance policy lapsed, so I'm gonna hold off on running cover 2 tonight. But it's a tremendous event because my guy Darius, he's going to a school here in Michigan called Grand Valley State, one of the best D2 schools in the nation. But it also is a chance for me to spend additional time with my high schoolers, guys who have coached as far back as like 2019, have all come back to send him off. So it's a really special night. And it's a reason why us football people, we say our team name on 3 and family on 6, because this football thing truly is about family team. And as I log off, I just want to send a lot of kudos to our All-Americans. I want to send a lot of love to our entire team. Those of you who are All-Americans, wear it with pride. Those of you who might feel you've been jilted, It's kind of part of All-American selection time. Don't sweat that. Okay. If you feel like maybe you should have got an honor, let's get the honor in form of a championship ring. Okay. And I really I want to emphasize that again for this team. You deserve to be champions this season. And as I've been saying for the last few days and weeks, speak it into existence. And let's finish this thing. This is not a one and done, fall short with Baltimore. Let's get our shit together for next week. If you got to get the practice, we got to do more Zoom. We got to be ready. Let's knock these people off, win our conference championship, and go to Canton, Ohio. That's all I got for y'all. Okay, CJ, have a good meeting, y'all.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Love you, team.
All right, now. So listen, I mean, I'm glad he said his piece. That was good. Again, big ups to everybody that made it to the All-American team. It is indeed an exciting honor annually. And it is an opportunity to step your game up, right? Like, I'm going to be just a little piece of my story. I played for 10 seasons, and I believe it was after my third season, I got my first All-American honor, and I didn't take it seriously. Actually didn't travel at the time to go be a part of it until it got really close to me in Chicago. And then I had the finances to go be a part of it. And it actually changed my game. It took my game to the next level. In a way, you're playing with the best from all the teams supposedly. And it's just really good to see the different varying languages within football, but it all mean the same. So for anybody that's able to afford themselves the opportunity to just, get on that list, be a part of that All-American experience, or any of that. There's a lot to gain from being a part of a situation like that. But like he said, let's go get our honors on the field in Canton. Let's continue to stay on the W train, win the games needed to get us up to Canton and take care of business the way most people really want to take care of it. And that's bringing that ship home back to the 614, which is ultimately the goal, which is the reason that we're all together and doing this thing called football. But I just wanted to let you know, for those that like get into the whole speculation of All-American selections and things like that, there's a few things I want to just clarify, especially on the offensive side. Being a lineman, it's very hard. It's very hard because we don't get stats. We don't accumulate stats through the game. And I mean, now, Leonard, we are stacking pancakes, right? We do take that, but they don't technically collect that stat. However, we also were a little challenged offensively early in our regular season, right? We were not high on the total offensive stat board early in our season. So I think that just offensively as a goal, turning up our entire total offensive game in the next few seasons will help a lot of people see more of those honors. And just offensively, just working it out to where we can see more of our offensive players there. But for the ginormous rookie class that we have, I'm very proud of everything we've done. Again, congratulations to all those that received that honor this afternoon. Okay, so 15 minutes after 7, I just want to jump right into this offense so we can get busy with Baltimore. I'll try to share my screen here. And I would need somebody to take themselves off mute so they can let me know if they can see what I've got going on.
You're good.
Yep.
Sweet. All right, so let's go here first. So number 52, Julie Day on our team, did a phenomenal job with putting together a presentation. She put this in the sandwiches group, so most of the offensive line was able to see this, but I actually thought that this was a great depiction. I know more often than not, I'm more of a dry erase type of person, or we'll shoot to film specifically, unable to freeze it or capture certain things. But what she's done here is she's actually taken the physical start of the play pre-snap and then put a diagram of how they're lined up defensively down at the bottom. So we're the black dots. Baltimore is represented by those purple dots. And she's showing, and what's being shown here, because we kept going through the situation where we're not really sure if they're in a 40 front or if they're in a 50 front. When they drop, little individuals like this one down inside, or perhaps this linebacker decides to take a little journey down here on the edge, and then you'll see this potential 50 front, or it looks like everyone's inside the box. So in this particular situation, we, the Black Dots, are in our particular laser formation, and this is what they've chosen to give us. Now, I know that there's a few defenders on this call, but this square right here, well, I know there's not really okay, you can't really draw, but I would say this individual right here, from here, and I don't know if you can see that little cursor growing around your screen, but everybody in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, is what I would call box players in this particular individual. And I would say all 5 of us, or all 6 of us right here on the line, that's who we're accountable for. We're accountable for the people inside the box. Now, granted, when we're running plays and we're coming through the line of scrimmage on a run play or whatnot, we're all going to be dealing with these individuals. But as a specific goal for the line, when you come out of your break and you're coming up and you're approaching the line of scrimmage and you see this particular front, what are you going to say? Are we going to be even? Are we going to be odd? How would we communicate this on the line? And I just want to hear from you guys tonight. Talk to me.
Even,
right? Yeah, you see the 4 dots, right? None of those linebackers have truly dropped down to the line of scrimmage, at least not as of yet. And key player here, when we're in either these, basically these I-back formations, Rocket, Laser, Rip, and Liz, you're going to find this little individual right here, actually a big individual, also noted right here on the top screen, Miss 34. We're going to have a little something for her. And again, tight ends and tackles, if she lines up on your outside, we're driving her out of the play. Also, fullbacks on extra tight. If you happen to drop down next to that tackle and you're on the side with 34, on the side with that standing end, we need to take her out of the picture. If she has the audacity again to line up on top of you or in your inside, it should be a jack, blocked down inside. Or I'm hoping I'm making myself clear on this. Here we are in Rip, again, another I-back formation. Another I-back formation, which we've run several plays of, and we're going to run over the new plays out of this particular formation. But again, you come out of your break, what are you going to say, lineman? When you get down here, you see how many people are with their hands in the dirt or inside the box. How many people are right here in the front?
Be odd, you've got 5.
Absolutely. Odd. And Becca, in this particular game, last time we played them, you were center. And even though we're going to be looking at maybe a big baby center, guess what? It should be Mike, number whatever. I think she was 24 in this game, right? And she lines up, heads up over you, over the center. We got to get busy here. All right? Especially if she plans on creeping. Are we cool with this, lineman? Now, when we run Rip Jet, okay, cool. When we run Rip Jet 49 sweep extra tight, right? And our fullback motions down here, and you see this, so in the perfect world, right? You're gonna get good splits. You'll be right here where this other circle is. You'll motion down inside, and now it looks like there's 2 on top of you, right? This is a matter of communication. Again, tackle on that side. Could be Leonard, could be, Day, could be Bang, could be anybody. Tackle on this side, you're going to have to communicate this situation. So if you're the fullback, motion, down on your inside, her number 1 responsibility is going to be to take out the edge player. So she's going to either take this girl way out of the play. Trying to draw on this thing. She's going to drive this individual out of the picture, this individual, and tackle. You're going to have to pick up the inside person because you're technically uncovered. Does that make sense? Linemen and tackles in this call. I know there's not many of us on here, but if we are on here, I hope we're paying attention to this. Okay, because they are going to read that fullback motion over there in our regular jet sweep. I still say we can run it right at them. I still say we can run it right at them, even though yesterday we put in a rip jet psych 6 lead extra tight, and we'll go over that here shortly. But when we get out the huddle, it's odd, Mike 24 out of my center. QBs, you have to notice where these safeties are, right? Indicated up here. And we can throw in the inside of them, or at least underneath them, I should say. Perhaps that'll make it better. Underneath them. Yes. So North gun, Carolina, right? We're going to run, hit the flats, hit the curls. But definitely if they drop this, if they have just this single linebacker in the middle looking like she's creeping towards the line of scrimmage, double jet vet, slick back, and pimp tight both will work here. And you're going to be pimping this one solo backer, whether you're the tight end or you're the slick back. All right, so we also saw this in film, right? North gun, Carolina, South gun, Viper, anything we run out of our North gun, South gun series, they line up like this. You come out of the huddle, odd. It looks like there's not one safety back. There's not one safety back there. For a defense, I mean, I can't tell. I mean, this is an awkward looking maybe cover 4 situation where maybe everybody's covered. What I would say here, though, for us, it's a matter of getting behind these backers. So you're going to see Pro 54 stack, Con 45 stack, Hot, and Fowler, right? So we can get that extra block protection up front and get the ball behind these linebackers that are right here. Because if we're looking up here and this is the line of scrimmage, I would say that these linebackers are maybe about, 6 yards off the ball? They're definitely within 10. Definitely within 10, and we can get busy here. Also, again, remember, this is a team that will like to show press, and then as soon as the ball snap, they'll bail out. They'll drop back. So we'll still have the opportunity, receivers, H-backs, fullbacks, anybody out there on this play, ball carriers, to run underneath them. So be smart when you're running these routes against Baltimore. North gun, Y split, very similar, right? Still kind of looks like a cover 4. Everybody's still right here inside the box. It looks like a 4 front, 4-3 stack. There's no one deep here. So when we get into this, Kate, I mean, I know we talked about, I think they might have changed it to a post or a corner. No, it's still a corner, this corner route. It'll be probably just much more shallow than you're thinking and instead of deep, or any tight end that's able to get out here on Y split. Even on the Z screen, that's going to make it so much easier to block given where they're positioned off the line of scrimmage. Did we get laser twice? I think we got laser twice in this thing. But here again, double jet vet. The last time we were able to see it, we had 2 unsuccessful attempts at it. However, we just didn't deliver a good ball. So lineman, pass pro is still going to be heavy, especially with everybody within 5 yards. It's going to come and it's going to come quick. Pimp, although we've taken you away from the line of scrimmage as it's indicated here, and you're now back here with the QB, you're going to have to get out there and pimp that linebacker. I mean, right now you're here, but during the game, you're side by side with the QB who needs to step up a little bit in this particular picture, and just get back here and pimp this linebacker that won't see it coming. Between her and this zebra, all of this open area. Sorry guys about all the lines. It's wide open. Pimps get there. And again, QBs and everybody that runs a route here, those right here on the inside, my jets on the inside, you're running a 9, 4s and 5s. This is a curl. Early in the season, it was a comeback route. And just in case your risk coach is still old, these are now a curl. You're going to come back, beat this girl, curl back inside. Definitely something we're going to cover through Monday and Wednesday. It's offensive review. All right, I want to get off this for a second. Is everybody cool with this? And Lyman, I know you have the link to see this. Please look over this line formation. Look at these defensive coverages, and we need to be talking about when we're coming out of the huddle, how we're going to approach this line of scrimmage when they show a front that looks a little bit like this, because this is also an even front. Okay. Let's go here real quick. All right, so this week, actually, in this past game and in this game, when we saw just a second ago the North gun formation, how they were. More down in here. And hopefully now, QBs, you can see the areas of opportunity when we're running Carolina. Now, these corners, right, they're going to move. They're going to move. They'll get beat, but they're going to move. They're going to back off, leaving this under area here in these flats open. 3, be ready. Tight end, be ready. I'm going to suggest we really heavily look at the flats, although I know we have the talent to beat, the safeties over the top. And it worked out well. Of course, I don't know right now I'm sharing my screen, but the signal for SOS worked out well in this last game when we needed to flip it and go back the other direction. Not sure if I'm going to bring this into this particular game, but I want us to be ready for it. It's another look, again, out of North. And on North, they're going to bring that coverage down. They're not going to sit back there in the back. They're going to come down here and creep on us. Remember, the corners they're going to show press with their back to the QB, and then they're going to bail in the middle of the snap. So when they bail and they drop back to cover the 4 and the 5, this pass right here at this tight end, and the 3 doing the same motion, this little pop pass, really. It's like a I don't know, maybe like a short curl, just a tight little curl behind the linebackers. It should be there, and I want to come back to this play this week and see if we can pull it off. So be ready for that on offense. North gun, cornhole. So Wednesday, we spent a pretty significant time running this new play. Rip jet psych, 6 lead extra tight. Now, same rules apply here. I'm going to try to go this way. Hopefully it'll help some people. I'm going to make it wide here. Try to run this play. I'm assuming, because Baltimore was all too excited to message us, hey, see you in 2 weeks after we won and beat Capital City, that they're indeed scouting us for sure. And they're going to read that extra tight. They're going to read this extra tight motion with the 3 motioning here, expecting 4 to come fully across on this jet sweep. The key word here is psych, right? 4s, we're going to bust our ass like a suicide here. We're going to run it in here, plant that foot, change directions, and come right back out as a lead blocker. And I need all my fours working on this. This is Wheezy. This is Franklin. This is Claiborne. This is Taco. This is a lot of people. We can all get this done here. But it's called Rip Jet Psych 6 lead, meaning 2 will then get the ball and take it to the freaking house. Tackles, tight ends, we got to be ready. I mean, I believe that some of you believe that I'm going to run away from number 34. That's actually the opposite plan. I plan to attack her. I feel like she, although is big, is a very weak link for the Nighthawks. And I feel like if we don't avoid it and attack her head on in a possible double team, right, led by the 4 lead blocking here on the outside, our tailbacks can take it to the house. I mean, you can take yourself off mute if you don't agree, but I do believe we're going to attack 34. So check. She goes to the other side. I'm going to flip it and run it the other way. I'm going to take it back to the house this direction. Are we clear on this? Offense? I know I'm sharing my screen, so I can't technically see all of you. And then we're going to come back and we're going to hit them with the same, another play out of that exact same formation. We've got Rip Jet 4 flat, just like Rip Jet 4 go, right? We're going to motion our 4 over. Instead of busting our ass and running downfield on that 9 when they're expecting it to press and bail, we're going to send that 5 off and run our 4 underneath the 5. So where 5 Rip Jet 4 go, you are more of a delayed slant. You're now an official slant, like on the go. Oh, let me play that one more time. And we have to be disciplined here, QBs. We almost got caught up in the last game. We have to indeed make sure that we allow for the 4 to get over to the other side and get reestablished before the snap. Now, we're actually in a position in our level of play now where we can talk with each other and make this 4 do several things. So we talked about this on Wednesday, and we'll review it again this week. But we know the route combination for Fowler. We see this route combination, this shallow and this deep, and hot. Excuse me. This curl and the 9, right? Now, who runs the curl or who runs the short route is indicated in our offense in this formation by who's stacked on the top. However, when we go, we can now we can go. Let's go here. Rip Jet. Stay with me, team. We can now go Rip Jet hot, where we put her in motion over here. And because she's the inside, because she'll become the inside person, she'll take the shallow route between the 4 and the 5. The 4 will be the inside person. So she'll take the shallow route, and the 5 will take the 9. And it's still Rip Jet hot, still same route combination. This time they're not stacked on top of each other. Does that make sense? Somebody take yourself off mute. Tell me, CJ, you're not putting me to sleep.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Cool. So that also means, and I know I haven't put all the lines in for everyone else, but that also means that we can go Rip Jet Fowler. Do you understand what I'm saying here, Forrest? Geez. Same thing here. Same Fowler route combination, but when you motion over, you'll suddenly become the shorter route because you're on the inside of the 5. So we can actually go Rip Jet Fowler as well as Rip Jet Hot. Also meaning what? We can go Liz Jet Fowler and Liz Jet Hot. And I just want to make sure that we keep that on your mind, because when I partner you both on one side, those two combinations you guys are very familiar with. And I want to make sure that we're able to do that out of multiple formations. All right. I got 37. Gotta come back to this. So I want to open up with this play again. I actually enjoyed the 2 times we did it. The first time we did it against Derby, it went wrong because, like I said, two of the 3 players in the backfield had no idea what the play was and what was happening. Sorry about that, QB. But as you can see, when we went back against the Savages and opened up with this play, it was a gain of an automatic 5 yards, like right out the gate. And we were all tuned in and we're on the same page. What I may do here as a switch up, and we showed a little bit of this on Wednesday, is I may go ahead and have our QB switch places with the 5 here and become an honorary lineman on the first snap just to throw them way off. What I ask you to do is to tear this girl up without getting yourself killed. If she's not stealthy enough to realize that you're the QB on the first snap, you're right there, then she's late to the party. But what we will do is we'll stick our 5-man who's a ball carrier, carrying it high and tight, and we'll pull tight with these blockers right here off the edge. Line, we've got to control the front. No one can come squeaking through, and no one can come chasing from the back. It'll tear the play apart. So I just wanted to review that one more time. We will cover this again this week. This is double tight hero right. And I'm telling you, the right person, find the right hole, take it to the house. Franklin, I've never seen you take a snap from under center, but it could be you too. I'm not even opposed to that. I think you got the wheels to see it through and follow those blocks. All right. Last one on Playmaker X real quick. Bunch right, OSU. Again, this can be ran out of the left, but bunch right OSU is something that I'm planning for them to have to treat in the same way that they kind of treat our North situation. So, again, if you see this, QBs, you see this situation, there's no safety back there, 3, it's on all day. It's intentional for you as the number 1 option here, even though I think Kate has the potential, tight ends have the potential to get busy. And then the screen is really an outlet. Let me rechange this here. I want you to draw now 4 on the, I remember O, S, and U. On your S, it's really a screen, but what I want you to do is I kind of want you to draw her out here. I need you to draw her out here and then come back to the ball. And we'll talk about this further this week during practice. But what it'll do here is it'll draw this corner out here a little bit to cover you. And then we can get the true rub off this 3 in the tight end. And 3 should be there all day over the top. Now, 3, I know sometimes you feel like you've been running flat happy all season long with no attention to your route, but it's going to be there. And I think you guys have shown me several times in circle passing that we've got the hands for this. Are we clear on bunch right and bunch left, OSU? Team, talk to me.
Yes.
All right. Cool. Last little piece tonight before I bore you all to death. Wanted to take a little quick look at this. I need you to see this against the Wolves, whom they lost to by 3. They're hoping they can beat us so they can get another shot at them, but I think not. out here. I might have checked that up. I apologize, team. They did not upload theirs in clips like we usually do. So it's a little hard. Me get boop, boop. What I wanted you to see is, well, I guess what's happening now is that motion. Or maybe that wasn't motion now. Oh, right here. Boop. Back it up just a hair. Prior to the takeoff. How far is the deepest man back? Probably this young lady right there. Right? I'm looking, and I would say that the ball's probably on the 39 or on the 41 I'm sorry, on the 36, and she's probably standing at the 42 yard line. She's within 5 yards. Everyone is within 5 yards. I know it's a pretty crooked line, but I want us to see this. QBs, we have to see this. Receivers, we have to see this kind of stuff. You can beat these individuals.
You know what's weird on that play too, CJ, is that they double team that slot player on the far side. Why? I
saw
don't know,
that.
but they double team her for some reason on that play.
Yep.
And then they blow the
probably
coverage.
scouted her. Yep, I would say Franklin. I would say Tally. I mean, OB. If I stick you out in the slot, expect to get double team. Brown, I don't know if you're on this call. Be prepared to go at 2. We're going to do a switch this offensive series, and we're going to start you at 2 and OV at 3. So I want to turn around and kind of give them a little bit of a power punch here coming out. Again, when you come out the huddle and you see this many people in the box, they're set up right now, possibly in our double jet vet slick back formation. And I just need you to see this, pimps. We're pimping these 3 individuals right here. And right now, you've been breaking off the line and getting back here. And Kate, as of late in some practices, you'll break out of this line and kind of hit it back over here. But what I want you to do, what I really want you to be careful with that, because this lady's running a 9, this lady's running a curl, and I don't want you to be all in the mix tight ends. If you're pimping slick back, careful. I really want you to pimp behind the linebackers. We're technically will be over here. But when you break through this line, I want you to get back here, get behind these individuals. I know our QB can throw it over their head. Hell, I know she can throw it past everybody on the field. I just need to make sure that we're not throwing at QBs down at their ankles when they're wide open just behind the defense. I hope I'm clear on that. Got to run that back a bit. Look at this rush here. That kick step, we don't have all day. First, don't let people murder our A-gaps like that either, guards. We have got to take care of business. Got to take care of business. Try to scoot this up a little bit. I would say also, Kate, if you're on this call, OPAT, if you're on this call, be ready. I mean, they've seen the kicking game. We're going to continue to kick. We score early again. We're going to kick. Now, I know you all have the same film that I have, so I'm not going to bore you to death with that. Hey, MD, don't know if you're still here with me. Did you have anything special teams related that we needed to cover while we're on this particular call?
Yes.
Let's go.
Do. All right.
Let's rock.
Let me get to the share.
Sure thing.
I'm going to shift the goals. Real quick. Let me get to the right slide. Let me get to the where's the punt team? So They haven't seen this, so we're gonna go back to the first regular punt formation that we had, where both fours and fives come out, and we're putting one person that will designate that will go in as the missile on the left or right side. At least that's how we're going to start the game. And we're going to have 2 personal protectors for this game. So that's the first thing. We've done this so we'll easily be able to do it. But we need to make sure that we huddle every day and every play that we're going to do. We can't assume because we all punt, we all run out, because that leads us to not having all the right people in there. It's a 4th down offensive play. We have the time to do a quick huddle. And because our center's coming out, Day is going to call for the huddle, because she'll still be in the game. So huddle on her so the long snapper can get in there. So that's one thing I wanted to quickly cover. Just want to cover one more thing. It's about kickoffs. So we're gonna change this up a little bit. We did it last year and they gave us a flag. That's why when we were talking to that official, I double checked something. So we're still gonna have the same 10 people, but at times we're gonna do something that's gonna cause us to maybe double stack 2 people, and we can do that legally. And what that does is that throws off, for example, how they count over. Because, if you're on the return team, you have L3 or you have R5. Well, when we double stack, that person's going to wonder, who do I take? It's just that quick of a thing that we're going to need to get. So there's going to be a couple of different potential combinations, but the 7s, there's going to be 3 people that are potentially going to line up in different places. And we're going to know that in the huddle where they're going to go. And we'll have this too. So the other 7 people are always going to have these responsibilities. And then, for example, we may double stack somewhere else, depending on where we're going to kick. We may be doing a little triangle. We're going to be 1 yard up. So I pulled some film where I got this. Here's just a couple examples. Okay. So you can see how this is one of the 3, this is one of the 3, and this is one of the 3. You can see how they double stack there on the top, and how they double stack right on the hash mark. Same responsibilities for those players. They just are coming off at a different angle, and it makes it really difficult for the other team to realize what we're going to be doing and who's doing it. Here's another look of, we're not necessarily doing it. I'm just kind of giving you some looks at what some teams did it. Here's a toupee. Now, again, what they did twice. So when we do our practice walkthrough, we're going to be putting some of these in just so people will know. And the 7, you're going to be doing the same kind of stuff every time if we do this. If not, we're going to do our basic kickoff. So I just wanted everybody to get a quick thing. What we may or may not be doing. So punt's going to change a little bit. We've already run it. We're going to run the 5-2-3-1. This is what we ran last week. So, we're going to run the same kick return. I'm thinking Earthquake worked pretty good. We're going to talk about that and possibly do Earthquake as our first kick again. So get prepared. The returner, got the 3, we got the 2, because this is the big place where they go. They actually kind of go in between these 2 a little bit. So she gets up there and she quicks really, really quick. I'm going to show you one thing, because this is really what I want to bring out for the playoff, for the further along down the line in the playoffs for the punt team. Okay. This is the formation. Don't look it over here, because this is from, I don't know where, but this is it. It's a 3, a 3, a 3. It gives us some different things to do. We can direct snap here. We can direct snap there. We can do a pass here. We can just do this, or we can punt with the punter going out. So, and then this is where the punt coverage goes. And if we kick to the left, it goes the other way. So those are some things we're going to cover. May just line up in that. We did this once or a couple of times when we were indoors. But when we line up, we're definitely going to do extra point. We're definitely going to line up our return players and get that a little bit tighter about who's going to over where. And we're going to, once again, we're going to do the double things. So we can just get that down a little bit and see if it's going to, and see how it works. It really worked when we did it. Sorry, we were penalized last year because the official didn't know what he was supposed to do. Didn't know the right thing, but we've covered it. As long as we're 1 yard in and nobody's over, we're really good to go. So I think it's going to be a good look. It's going to make the next team, whoever we're playing next, is really going to have to start thinking about what are they going to do, because they're going to see about a lot of different looks that we've done successfully with special teams. It's not a trick. It's a good play that should give us some good angles to go and get the ball, because the three people that are going to be going, you're the goers. You're the ones that are going to be flying down. We're going to know where the ball is going 99.9% of the time. You know, we already set up that direction. Kate says, "Are you ready?" First, that's the direction we're heading. Okay, so if we say right side ready, everybody knows we're going to go to the right side. So if she says left side ready, we're going to go to the left side. We're not kicking deep to their two people. We're going to kick as long as we can and try to go in those gaps that they have. So I think this is the team, though, last time that we played them, they realized we went to the left, and at the last moment they shifted somebody. So Kate saw that observantly and she went to the right, and we were able to get down there and cover it. But I have great confidence we can get a kickoff from this team. So questions, comments? Believe me, I have all this, you know, I love PowerPoint. So now I printed them all out, of course, so I can bring them and have visual, because people like, I learned visually. So I think to have it visually is really good too. So people can just see it. So I can just flip out the card right there and say, this is what it looks like.
Hey, good job, MD. Listen, I mean, for me, again, on return, it's a big deal. We have to field the ball. We have to field the ball. That's all I'm going to say about special teams. That's what I'm looking for when we go back into reviewing this thing. We need some individuals back there that's not afraid to step up and catch that thing out of the sky. All right. So bringing those the visual. I've got almost 8 o'clock. Like I said, I promise to keep this extra short. This is being recorded and it will be posted by KT afterwards. For those that just jumped on late, we reviewed defensive coverage by Baltimore. What we're going to be looking at, that little blended 4-5 front, and the ways they bring the safeties in when we spread out into a spread. Please review that. If you're in the sandwiches group, please click that PDF and look over those defensive formations. Again, I would say for my defense on this call, thank you. Thank you for staying ready. Thank you for willing to come over and help on offense. We will be utilizing you this week on basically all the things you know. Church, Clary, Grunza, you guys will all come back over and touch down on offense. So just continue to be ready. Please try to get to a practice this week. It would be very imperative to our win. And I just want to review really quick. So tomorrow, we have the parade. If you are able to attend, we're going to be out there early, between 8:30 and 9 o'clock to get in the lineup. It's like a very short march. And then afterwards, there is a day party at Slammers, in which we'll be out handing out recruitment cards. Don't know if you can see. It has some really cool ones made up this year. I don't think my camera will show that. There we go. With the QR code on the back, we'll be armed with these and wristbands and banners and all kinds of stuff. But this is intentional. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because this is a huge recruiting moment for the Chaos. There are some women that want it more than they admit. I'm telling you right now, from last night all weekend long, you're going to encounter people that are coming in and out of town specific for this event that could be qualified to play on this team and just don't know how to find us, or they've never heard of us, or they don't know where to take their talents. And I'll tell you what, this is the team to be on. So this is a very large recruitment moment for our team. If you are going to be out, stay safe in whatever you do. Monday, practice 7 p.m. on the turf. Wednesdays, practice 7 p.m. at Whitehall, likely so far on the turf. Thursday will be another Zoom meeting, collectively, defense and offense. And then Friday, we'll have walkthroughs at 7 o'clock. it'll probably also be on the turf. So I just wanted to make sure I go over that quick review with everybody about next week and what the plans are towards beating Baltimore. If you need anything extra, I believe all coaches are open to doing extra work with you. If you need additional study time, you want to get on film together, let us know and we'll make it happen. Please bring your questions and concerns to practice if you have any, and let's try to get an 11 on 11. Let's not be underprepared because we went so light all week. Let's try to really pack the house at practice so that we can collect this win on Saturday. Does anyone have any questions regarding this week coming up? Anyone?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
All right. Nope, we're good. Defense, keep bringing the heat. You guys are keeping us in the game. I'm not afraid to admit it and give credit where credit is due. You guys are kicking ass. Keep up the hard work. Offense, let's match them. Let's continue to rack up the scoreboard. A lot of great points in these past 2 games, and we're on a roll now. Let's stay hot. Keep those hands together, score team, and keep watching those receiver videos that Charles is dropping in the chats. Okay? Know the route tree and get to practice. It's as simple as that. I love you guys. Have a safe and happy Pride weekend. Happy Juneteenth weekend. And just have a great weekend altogether. Hydrate. No matter how cloudy it looks. Hydrate. Make good choices. And for those coming tomorrow, I'll see you in the morning. Are we good?
That's good.
All right. 2 minutes before 8 o'clock. Go enjoy your weekend. And I'll see most of you tomorrow. Stay safe.
Later.
All right. Thank you.